Now we want to go out in the field to find out what ABC reporters up and down the East Coast are seeing. We begin in North Carolina with John Camp.
I'm John Camp in Pine Knoll Shores, North Carolina, where we expect Irene will make landfall tomorrow morning. The eye of the storm potentially passing right over us sometime between 8 and 10. Tonight, the wind, waves, and rain picking up, of course, but not a lot of folks here to see it. A mandatory evacuation went into effect at 6 a.m., and most folks took that seriously.
I'm Jim Sciutto in Ocean City, Maryland. Normally on a Friday in the summer, this would be packed with people and cars, but tonight, nothing. A mandatory evacuation here, and they're worried about two things. The storm surge, up to 6 feet, almost as tall as me, and time. The storm expected to sit over here for 13 hours from Saturday night into Sunday. Heavy winds, heavy rains, that storm surge. They say it simply won't be safe here.
I'm Kenneth Merton in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and Irene is expected to hit here tomorrow night. This is the famous Atlantic City boardwalk, and tonight it is just about empty. The governor has ordered the evacuation of 4 coastal counties, which could impact 750,000 people. Casinos like Trump Plaza here have started to board up and close down one by one.
I'm Marcy Gonzalez in Queens, New York, and we're expected to start feeling the effects of the storm tomorrow night into Sunday. And for the first time in New York City history, mandatory evacuations are underway in several areas. Tonight, the mayor opening more than 90 shelters like this for those with nowhere else to go.
I'm David Curley in Martha's Vineyard, where for the past 36 hours, visitors have been cutting short their vacations to get off the island before the hurricane hits. Most flights have been canceled. The only way out? Ferries. They've added a lot of boats to get everybody off the island in time.
Thanks to David and the ABC reporters on the coast there. While some of us wait for the storm out here, others have already seen it. No one has seen it like the man we're about to introduce you to, who collects footage of hurricanes the way some people collect seashells. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
This is what Hurricane Irene looked like when it hit the Bahamas.
And as you can see behind me, hurricane conditions have arrived.
The man who took these incredible pictures, extreme weather photographer Mike Tice. This is Tice on the balcony of his hotel in the Bahamas. A safe bet he's one of the few people on the continent right now trying to get closer to Irene.
This wind and rain combined is absolutely ferocious to stand outside in front of.
But this is how Mike Tice makes his living. When Mother Nature acts up, he's there to take her picture.
What are your observations of Irene so far?
I'm really concerned with the Outer Banks. That to me is where the worst part is going to happen. I've seen this before, but I think this one might be the real deal.
You don't have to take his word for it. Just look at his pictures and you know Tice knows the real deal when he sees it. During Hurricane Charlie in 2004, Mike parked himself outside this gas station in Charlotte Harbor, Florida, and documented some of the strongest winds ever caught on video. Winds up to 155 miles per hour.
How do you stay safe?
I don't just go to an area and just wing it. I have to kind of understand the area and what's going on.
Documenting gas stations as they disintegrate might seem crazy to the rest of us, but for Mike, it's always been his dream, ever since he was 7.
I used to sit out, actually with my father was one memory, and we would wait for the lightning storms to come in. Just everything as a kid, all these memories, and they kind of all got me hooked.
In 2005, he was there to meet Wilma when she landed in his hometown of Homestead, Florida. Here, he's documenting that eerie moment when everything goes quiet. The eye of the storm.
It's amazing because you go through the eye wall and things are just getting trashed, and then all of a sudden you get in the eye, it's calm, the sun comes out. It's just a different feeling. It's very odd.
In the early days, he shot this video of tourists walking directly against the wind. And for those of you who think this looks like fun, do not try it at home. As Mike points out, people have died doing this. And then, of course, there was Katrina.
The most devastating was Katrina. I've had nightmares about it.
Storm surge.
He was right there in Gulfport, Mississippi on August 29, 2005, Katrina's ground zero.
These walls are going to start coming in. Are you taping this? Yes.
He witnessed firsthand the historic 28-foot storm surge from his hotel room at the beachfront Holiday Inn.
Here we are, this is crazy.
While everyone else is evacuating, Tice seeks out the belly of the beast. As furniture floats around like pool toys, a car comes crashing through the lobby. Water follows them up to the second floor.
We're currently on the second floor. The surge is already coming up the stairwell here.
During Katrina, Mike also debuted his patent-pending Tice device. It's a camera, but built more like a tank.
Bulletproof glass on the front. It's got a GPS tracker built into it.
As waves of water demolished the hotel, the Tice device kept rolling. The video is just one of Mike's many contributions to the most photographed subject in the world, Mother Nature. And Tice's lens revels in her majesty and reveals the monstrosity. But for the tens of millions on the East Coast bracing for Irene tonight, photographs like these would be much more awe-inspiring in a picture book instead of their backyard. For Nightline, I'm Lindsay Davis in the Bahamas.